Once upon a time, there was a place called Europe Elementary School. The kids just had the biggest food fight nicknamed the Great War, which made the big scary bully Germania the loser. After the fight, the good guys, Orlando, Wilson, Clemenceau, and Lloyd George, who everyone called the Big Four, met up to decide what to do with Germania and the other losers. Since the problem solvers met in Mrs. Paris's room, they called this the Paris Peace Conference.
Welcome everyone. I'm glad you took time off of your recess to meet today. We really need to figure out what to do with Germania.
Well, personally, I believe Germania should be punished a lot. She's always been really mean to us, and now it's our chance to get back at her.
Well, I have a better idea that's a lot nicer. I call it my 14 points. Would you like to hear them?
That's so lame, Wilson. Germania's always been mean to everyone. Isn't it time to show her who's boss?
Then what do you think we should do?
We should take away her space in the cafeteria and stop her from getting more food. And since the bratty Otto, Austriana, and Hungary and Germania lost, we should decrease the large space tables that they have, since they always got to get the best and the most space. And for starters, we should split up Austriana and Hungary because they are disgusting.
Don't you think that's a little too harsh? Plus, I think that these smaller groups should get their own say on where they sit during lunch. Maybe we can help them out by saving them spaces. But we really shouldn't ruin their lives.
Ugh, it's so hard to please everyone. Remember, we also need to set up tables for all the different groups, like the nerds, the athletes, and the band kids, since they all want their own space now.
Hey, I just want space for me and my friends because Austriana and her group took up too much space on my table.
The problem is that there's not enough room for everybody.
Okay, so here's what we should do. First, let's make Germania buy lunch for everyone. And she should accept full responsibility for starting this food fight. And what's the name of this classroom? 231? Okay, so we'll call it Class 231 in honor of this classroom. And we should take away her and her friend's space and make them eat lunch near the trash cans. And there's no way she's getting second, especially on Wacky Cake Day. And I also like Wilson's idea of starting this club called the League of Nations, where we can all band together to help stop food fights in the future. Everyone can be a member except Germania. And also Rusiana, because she's weird.
Yeah, I totally agree. Boo, Rusietta. Am I right? Anyways, don't forget about that lunch table space for me and my BFFs.
That's not too bad of an idea. The nerds can get more space, but that's it. Everyone has to deal with it.
Don't you guys feel kind of bad about not inviting Germania and Rusiana to this meeting? Also, Germania's not even leading her group anymore. The really nice kid Weimar is. And he's giving them a lot more freedom. Also, if you won't be nice to him, can't you at least be nice to Rusiana? I mean, she was on our side at first.
How about no? Germania lost the food fight, and so now we get to decide what to do. And so what if Weimar is her clique leader now? And even if Luciana helped us, we can't accept her.
I have to go to lunch detention. Film me when I get back.
Did someone just say something? Anyways, can you believe all the decisions we've made? Guys, we've actually made progress after missing recess for like 2 months.
So our 4, actually just 3 heroes, since no one really did care about Orlando, thought that they had a really good plan. Well, that all changed with the ideas of one teacher, Miss Joan Keynes.
Miss Keynes, what are you doing here?
I overheard your conversation and I'm a little concerned.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't think you're solving this problem the right way. By treating Germania so harshly, you're also becoming bullies too, just like her. And she's going to become sad and lonely, and I know you guys know what it's like to be friendless. Anyways, remember, you guys have to play nice, but Wilson, first rule, don't be too nice. That's really dumb. You know everyone's not going to want to be friends with each other. Well, I call these sad ideas the economic consequences of the peace.
Wow, Miss Keynes, thanks for believing in me.
I'm a teacher with lots of experience. I know stupidity when I see it. Anyways, remember what I've said, children, because you know what a teacher tells you is always right. I have to go now. Ta-ta!
Maybe Miss Keynes is right. Maybe it is a little too harsh.
Who cares? It's perfect. Anyway, I never get what I want. It's not fair that you always get to boss everyone around.
Fine, we'll keep it. Just stop whining. What should we name it?
I think we should call it the Treaty of Versailles because that sounds really fancy and cool.
Yeah, that actually sounds really good.
Message from the dark side there is.
Oh, sorry guys. I just got a text.
Oh no.
My friend just told me that if I join the League of Nations, then she wouldn't be friends with me anymore. She doesn't even like that I'm here right now. I guess it looks like I have to go.
Well, it looks like it's just the two of us now.
Well, that's okay because we make a really good team. These the facts about me and you. Our treaty's finalized. Though I think it's a bit violent, we always make a great pair.
I feel exactly those feelings too. And we'll rock the League of Nations. We'll make sure that everyone's happy. Food fights will never happen again.
We call it dialogue, that's all it is. Best friends who need no set. There's nothing that two friends cannot do.
We know that it'll be alright.
We're best friends for life. It's dialogue between two guys.
So they all thought that everything would end happily ever after. But this so-called Treaty of Versailles would force too much on Germania. Because of this, a boy named Dawes felt bad for her and was able to convince the Big Four not to make her buy lunch on days that she got bad grades. Later, another boy named Young, who had a crush on Germania, decreased the number of remaining lunches that Germania would have to buy. Even though this did make Germania happy, more food fights are coming. But remember, kids, not all stories have happy endings, and not all stories are complete. Sometimes they're continued for another day. The end.